Does anyone have any questions?
What was the thinking at the end of the game, Coach, with that last shot?
Well, we have a set play that we run in that situation. It didn't come open clear, and we had enough time to attack the basket. In that particular play, we also had our big guy posting up. It was open. I should have called another call, a verbal call, to go right into the post. I didn't call it, and Justin had a tough shot there. But we could have, gone to the basket. We could have made another play, but we run that play many times every day.
Talk about your move to a sagging man defense like midway through the third quarter. I thought that shut them down, shut their drives down.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive game both ways. I mean, I don't think you're going to see a much better high school game defensively both ways. It was intense. Every basket was hard fought. We play what we call our 21 defense, which is a sagging man-to-man. But we play it, with intensity, and it's not a matter of just laying back like you're doing a zone. We kind of try to contain them and put a little bit of pressure, and don't let them get the ball inside. And it was effective, okay? And they did a great job defensively and kept us from getting easy baskets.
Justin, you feel like today, I know I saw they always said you had 3 points today. Do you kind of feel like today was just kind of one of those days where it's like one day is good, one day is bad? Do you kind of feel that way about today, knowing that the shots were good shots, they just didn't go for you?
Yeah, it happens as a ball player. You have good games, you have bad games. But
I think it's more 15 games good, one game bad. Not one game good, one game bad. He has very few games, and he played very hard defensively. He wanted to guard their best player. I tried to keep him off of him as long as I could because I wanted him to be able to concentrate offensively. But no, he's like I said yesterday, he's one of the best players in the country. He should have been on all these All-American teams. Nike made a mistake in not picking him for the Jordan game, and McDonald's people made a mistake by not picking him for the McDonald's game. And I've been around long enough to know who should have made it and who shouldn't have made it. He should have made it. So he's, again, one of the best players that I've coached.
Hey, Coach, last year you compared Carrera to a guy you coached named George Lynch, somebody who does the intangible things and works hard, a bit undersized, but just talk about his effort today. 22 points, 14 rebounds, and just his impact on the court. He's a force of nature out there.
Michael, one of the best rebounders, like I said last year, was George Lynch because he has a great knack for being around the basketball. Michael has the same type of intensity and knack. He has great hands. He can rebound the ball, with one hand, bring it in, do a lot of things that most players can't do. And he plays with the most emotion of anybody that we've had at Montrose. Sometimes I can get the best of him. Most of the time, I'll take him any day. The way he plays, as hard as he plays, and it goes up against bigger guys a lot of times, but his intensity and his will to win is second to none.
Justin, speaking of bigger guys, they had size on you a lot, guarding you number 20. Then on the rotation, they brought size. Did that trouble you somewhat on your drives and your finishes?
not at all. Coming off a lot of screens, they do a great job using their body on defense, and you can't take anything away from how they played today. Their defensive effort was hard. Our defensive effort was hard, and they came out with a win by 30.
Stu, your team shot 30%. Were you surprised to be this close in the game, considering that?
Well, if you look at our effort defensively throughout the year, we routinely held our opponents to 40 points, under 40 points many times. So, we were right where we wanted to be defensively. I think they had 23 points at the half, and normally you're ahead. Unfortunately, if I remember right, I think we shot like 6 for 21 from the field in the first half. Okay, you got to shoot the ball better than that. But I felt that we could stay in the game just with our defense and make the run that we made. I kept talking to my assistants. I said, it's about time we turn it up a little bit. And we kept talking, and we said, no, we're going to wait till about 5 minutes left. And that's when we kind of turned up the pressure a little bit. And again, we were able to make it a game that was decided at the end.
Wayne Wright, you guarded number 11 for the majority of the game. How difficult of a play is he to check?
He's fast going both ways. I mean, change direction. That's probably one thing I should have stopped, but he's a great player.
Coach, I of course spoke to you during the summertime, and we talked, of course, about the preview of the upcoming team. Losing, of course, two big-time players like Ty and I believe Tyler Cats, and this
And
year-
Carmelo Betancourt. Those
And
were our
Carmelo
three- those were our
Betancourt,
three
an
centers.
enforcer, who had a great impact last year in reaching a national title. This year was probably no different though, but do you feel like this year was maybe a little bit, like kind of like, I mean, I know you no national title, but this was definitely one of the best teams you've ever coached?
Well, it's a great basketball team, and we've lost 3 games by a total of 7 points. Okay, so, and you play the level of play that we do, even though we don't get credit locally for playing a great schedule, we play some of the best teams in the country. And we don't back away from anybody. And, you know, we've beaten some good teams. Playing in a tournament like this is obviously going to be good teams. So anytime you play great teams like today, the games can go either way. This is like an NCAA tournament game. So sometimes people get caught up in the fact that, well, this team is ranked here, this team is ranked here. Whoever wins this tournament should be the national champion. Okay, and people don't agree with that, but they should be the national champion. So our team is as good as any team here. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it done today.
Anyone else? All right. Thanks, guys.